Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Maddie and thank you so much for watching. Today we did this full face using all powder products other than mascara, but even a powder lippie. This is not the lip. I put on a different lip for the intro so you guys wouldn't be... So the end wouldn't be ruined, I guess, when I tried the powder lippie to see how it actually works. So if you want to see how I got this look, or you're just interested in powder products, or you just like watching me talk for 20 minutes, that's up to you. Then keep on watching. And don't forget to subscribe down below. Thanks, guys. Alright, let's get started. So today, I think it'd be fun to do a full face of powder makeup, powder foundation, like a loose powder, you know, all that jazz. I even found a powder lip product that we'll test out today, so we'll see what the heck that's about. The only thing I don't have is mascara, obviously. Just that in itself doesn't make sense. But I think it'd be cool. I think powder products are, or foundation specifically, is kind of underestimated, and I really like it. I don't wear it often. I haven't really been wearing foundation in general often. I've been rocking the BB creams a lot lately, which I really love. But I think it would be a fun video and kind of show you guys like that you can really get a really nice finish with powder. So yeah, let's do it. So the first thing, so I just put, I believe it's called Osha, O-S-E-A. They're a clean brand skincare line, and I put their, I forget what it's called, but it's basically like to protect you from things out in the atmosphere, free radicals and that kind of stuff. So I think maybe on top of that I'll put my Henriksen primer a little bit. And then you don't want to put something probably that's super heavy and sticky, because obviously you don't want it to get stuck, your foundation to get stuck in like patches and look wonky as hell. So just do something light. Then if you want, you can almost powder over it to kind of mat it down a little, and then put your foundation over that. So we'll try that. Let's see, I can use this. Oh, I have this. That would be interesting. This is the Burt's Bees. I forgot I even had this. This is what happens when you buy too much stuff. You don't even know you have it. So I'll use this Found Beauty translucent powder just to kind of set the primer. Not everything. We don't really have anything on our face. And then we can proceed. So I'm just using this little e.l.f. complexion brush, taking just a really light layer, dusting it all around, and kind of just lightly sweeping it. Just so that, like I said, the powder foundation doesn't get like snagged on anything that's sticky. I used to be terrified of powder foundations. I was like, heck no, my skin is so dry. There's absolutely no way that I could pull that off. And then once I got into clean beauty, a lot of stuff is obviously mineral based or whatever. So this brand, Alima Pure, there we go. I found them on, just online, and I got their foundation because somebody, I think I watched a review video, and this girl said this is one of her favorites, so I ordered it along with their bronzer, and I love them both. I think this brand is really awesome, and I highly recommend them if you're looking to like get into green beauty or want to try a powder foundation. Either way, Alima Pure is a really great brand. Clearly I'm way in season with my mug here. It's Christmas every day here. I even have a powder, or like a mineral concealer from bareMinerals, which I've never tried before, so we'll see how the heck that works. Okay, so let's get into this guy. So it just has like your basic component. I like to, when the lid is on, I just turn it over and kind of shake it out like that, just to get some of it out. There's probably a ton in the lid. Oh, not a ton. Okay. So I have this bareMinerals Soft Focus Face Brush that I've had with another foundation I had bought, like a powder one. But I really like it to kind of get powder on, so I'll just kind of do like this. What do should we do half of the face with loose powder and the other half with pressed powder? Let's try that and see what the difference is coverage wise. So you have to give a second for this to kind of build up, but we'll get there. And I just kind of swirl it around. There we go. There we go. You can kind of stamp it on it first and then build it. Buff it in. I haven't used this in a while. Just like I said, I've just been loving my BB cream, especially since it's getting warmer out. And I work from home, so it's not like I'm, you know, out a ton where I need to have makeup on, so I can get away with like a light. So this is probably going to be, you know, a medium coverage, but you can see the difference. I mean, it's considerably better than this side. And then as you wear it over time throughout the day, it mixes with your natural oils of your skin, and then it makes it look even nicer. And don't think that you can't get dewy with this, because you could look real shiny if you're oily. So just keep that in mind. Do I even have my pressed one? What do you know? It's with my other foundations. So this is the one from Well People. This is their bio-based baked foundation in Fair Golden. So I haven't really used this as a full foundation. I've only used it to kind of set. So it'll be nice to kind of try this out and compare the difference. Again, kind of like press it in and then buff it once you have kind of the coverage you like. So my skin's been really good, but today it looks kind of red, but I guess it's a good test to see coverage. Alright, let's take a gander here. My eczema's been like real crazy right here, if you can't tell. Trying to see. Oh, like a ghost on there. And just bronzer ASAP. So I don't know. I think they both kind of give a similar coverage. It's very medium. And I don't know. I feel like the Alima Pure one has more of like a natural finish. Like it looks less powdery. So I'll kind of finish up with that and extra. Like I said, I have concealer too that we can test out. Alright, so that's how we're looking. It's pretty natural. I look obviously super matte right now, but throughout the day this will kind of get a little bit more luminous with the oil, like I said, for my skin normally. So the next thing we're going to try is this bareMinerals. It's from Amazon, so I think this giant sticker on the front, but bareMinerals concealer in the color Bisque. So they only have like 5 shades. So this is the lightest one, so we'll kind of see how that looks. Alright, so I just struggled to get this open. But anyway, so this is what it kind of looks like. I don't know how the shade's going to look, to be honest, on my skin, but here it is in here. It might be a little dark, but we'll see. I don't even know what to put this on with either, because I've never used a powder concealer before. So let's see. Oh, maybe we could use this guy. It's kind of like a little fat buffing brush. Let's see. I have no clue. I initially got the color Summer Bisque, which is even darker, so that was an even bigger mistake, but yeah, I have no clue how to use this. just gonna give you a little extra coverage, hopefully. This has more of like a pinky peach undertone than the foundation that I use, so it might not look great. You know, you can even tell. I don't know if that did much. So that solidified my thought on powder concealers, or that one at least. I think the brand Pure Cosmetics has one that is, it comes out of powder and then as you kind of work it, it becomes like a cream, which is kind of cool. So maybe we'll try that in the future. But that specifically didn't do much for me. But anyway, let's move on to bronzer. So I have the Alima Pure Loose Bronzer in Mauna Loa. And this, there's a shit ton in the thing, so I can't show you the component because there's way too much in there, but you can see there's a ton in the lid alone. This you take lightly, okay? And I almost have to like powder on the back of my hand to kind of get excess product off, but Alima Pure is really pigmented, which is nice. Obviously that's the point of wearing makeup, that you see it. You just gotta be careful so you don't look like a clown. So as I pick it up, I kind of dust it off on the back of my hand just to get off the excess. This will take us from Casper, the friendly ghost, to Casper, the vacation ghost. I also haven't used this bronzer in a minute, but I figured if we were using their foundation, we might as well shout them out and use their bronzer as well. So there we go. We got a little life back into our skin. Let's just do a tiny bit under the jaw so we don't look totally crazy. Gonna do a touch on the nose. Alrighty. If you feel like you have too much, you just go back in with your foundation brush and kind of just run over it to lighten it up a little bit. And here's kind of doing whatever it wants per the usual. That's the thing about powders, they make a friggin' mess because my desk and my pants are covered in powder, so that's fun. So I'm actually going to dip into my Z palette that I have from Root. They sell all their stuff individually, like their shadows and stuff, so I bought this Z palette on Amazon and kind of just made my own little thing. So I have their blush in the color My Girl. It's really cute. It's like a pinky, super pigmented. See the difference with blush? Like, I don't know, it just gives it a little more life. Like, what's happening here? Here's really on a strike. So bronzer warms you up and makes you look like you kind of have a little bit of tan, but blush just gives you like a really nice, cute little flush of the cheeks to make you look healthy and alive. Alright, so that's blush. Now let's do brows. So I have this Browfection Brow Powder Duo. This is from the European Wax Center where I got my brows on that one time. This is the color. There's two colors. There's Sand and Taupe. So this is for like light brows. So I'm going to use the Sand color, which is the darker of the two. And I'm just going to take that on an angle brush. My favorite angle brush that I have is from ColourPop. It's just really skinny and holds up really nice over time, which is important. I'm going to brush through my brows just to get this like powder and stuff out. The brows are real sketch right now too, so that's fun to show everyone. I'm gonna smooth here. And we'll just do the brows really quick, fast forward through those. Alright, so here are the brows done, just a light, kind of natural looking brow. I'm going to go in with this little flat brush and this Burt's Bees Bamboo Foundation and kind of just put it under my brow to kind of clean them up. Because that bareMinerals one wasn't not doing it for me. I have like a really wiry, crazy hair right there. I'm just gonna let it live its best life today. I don't care that much. Okay, that's as good as that's getting. Next, let's do some eyeshadow. So again, I'm going to dip into my little Root Beauty. Root is also a clean brand, really pigmented products. I think they have liquid products too, I just haven't tried them yet. It's hard when there's so many different brands to like get kind of everything from every single brand. So, you know, I'm working my way through it, but I'm going to take the color Rosewood, just kind of like a taupey color. Taupey brown gray, I don't know. Just work that in the crease. My mom and I are just going to run errands, so I'm not going to do anything crazy today. But these shadows are really nice and they're very affordable. I think they're maybe like $5 or $6 each. And they're good quality and they're clean, so that's also a bonus. So there's that. It looks less, like it looks warmer, I guess, on my skin. I don't know if that's just in general or, you know, just because of my undertones, but so that looks nice. I like that. Like it looks more rosy on than it does in the pan, if that makes sense. Then I have this really like grayish one called Truffle, so let's try that guy. I'll take this little fluffy brush from Morphe. It's the M441. It's kind of like a purpley gray. Let's see what this guy looks like. Just add a little dimension and then we'll call it a day. Yeah. That's pretty, I like that. I'm glad I tried these, like, brought these out again because like I said, I buy so much makeup that it's easy for me to like forget what I have and kind of snooze on stuff that's really good. So this is the brand Root, again, Root Beauty. So that's what the eyes are looking like. I really like it. So I'm just going to take, this is actually my Pacifica Rose Mattifying Powder, and I'm just going to take that and act as if it's a shadow, and I'm going to put it on my lid to kind of just matte out my lid a little bit. Just brings a little lightness back to the lid. And then I'm just going to take the same two shades and run them on the lower lash line. So this is, again, Rosewood. And then we'll take a smaller brush, if I have one. Just thinning it out. I guess we'll take this little flat guy and dip into Truffle and run that a little bit closer to the lash line. Trying not to stab ourselves in the eye. Ugh. That brush is terrible for that. It's stabbing me. Okay. So next, let's just spray our face down a little bit since we're looking. So I am a week into my IVF cycle, so I've done, you know, I do injections every night, basically, in my lower abdomen, like right under your belly button. So the first few days I did 1 shot, and now the last couple days I've been doing 3 shots, which is really fun to do every night in the same spot. Feels real nice. But, you know, I gotta think of the bigger picture and just kind of keep that in mind. And they're really not bad. The needles are super small. If you've ever seen like diabetic, like insulin needles, they're super short and they're really, really thin. So the needle itself doesn't hurt, but obviously when you put, you know, you're pushing like a liquid into under your skin, like you're gonna feel that pressure. So, but it's okay. Like overall they're not bad. And I have like 1 small bruise, but nothing crazy. I don't bruise that easy anyway, but so hopefully I go for ultrasounds like every 2 days pretty much to see the progress of the follicles, how big they are. They want them to be at least 18 millimeters in size for them to be like a good option for fertilization. So we're just monitoring that. My left side is, you know, killing the game and doing what it's supposed to do, and my right side is clearly on vacation, so we're waiting for her to catch up to her sister. So hopefully this week I go tomorrow morning for another ultrasound, so we'll see. But my husband has surgery for his shoulder on Friday of this week, and so I'm hoping that the retrieval happens before his surgery, because that would just be a real pain in the ass to have to deal with both. So we'll see. I'm thinking it'll happen Tuesday or Wednesday. So people who aren't familiar with IVF, basically they'll go in and retrieve all the eggs that are mature enough with an ultrasound and a needle. I'll be out for that, and they take out as many as they can, like that are good. And then that same day they will fertilize them and kind of watch them overnight and see who, you know, actually continues to progress. And then a couple days from that, they'll see who like has really grown and who is ready to be frozen. And then kind of that's it. Then we wait till next month, and then they'll implant them after my cycle in July. So I'm hoping, I think this is it for like injections up until the retrieval, and then I think after that you don't have to do them, so that would be nice. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on that. So far it's really not, you know, that bad of a process, considering that, you know, the reward at the end, hopefully. So we'll see what happens, but I'll let you know. So far so good, other than my right side being lazy. She's that person in the group project who doesn't do shit. Yeah, that's her. My right side is also kind of adhered to my uterus. I don't know if that affects it or not. I still have follicles in there. They still grow and all of that. So I don't think it does, but it may affect it being a little bit slower than the other side. We'll see. Anywho, next let's do some highlighter. So I'm going to take the Alima Pure Alighten Radiance palette, and I'm going to go with Glimmer Shimmer. I like this. This is called Rose Gold Shimmer, but I think it might be too dark for me. So we're going to go with Glimmer Shimmer. If I can find a brush. No, I didn't feel that was necessary. Oh, I guess I could use this. I'm just going to use this little guy. I think it's an e.l.f. brush. These are really nice. See that? She's cute. So far I'm pretty happy with how this looks. The foundation, like I said, I like mineral foundation. I haven't used it in a while, and then I've never used a concealer, so I wasn't thrilled about the concealer. I don't feel like it did anything, but whatevs. But overall, like, I'm happy with how everything is turning out. I used the Beautycounter mascara. This is the lengthening mascara. They also, I think, have a volumizing one maybe. And then I used the Well People on top. So, you know, I love my Well People, but I also have been loving the Honest Beauty one. They're both kind of like my top of my chart there in terms of mascara. This one gives you more of like a wispy effect, and then the other one gives you like kind of a little bit of a thicker, definitely makes them long. They both make them long. Honest Beauty makes them a little bit thicker. So last but not least, which is probably not going to match this eye look at all, which I didn't think about. I never do, which is great. I found this Powder Puff Lippie from NYX, so I don't really know. Powder lip cream, and I got the color Teacher's Pet. It's kind of like an orangey red. So let's see, powder to the pout. Pucker up and swipe on that Just Kissed flush of color. Featuring a soft cushion applicator, this lightweight lippie goes on moussey and sets to a powder soft finish. Okay, so it sets to a powder. So let's open it up. Open her up. Yeah, this isn't quite gonna match at all, but whatever. Who likes to think ahead? Not me. So this is what it looks like. She gonna look crazy. That's okay. So let's just squeeze it till it comes out. I think. Until it comes shooting out. Oh, I see something. I see some color. It's a weird applicator, like I don't feel like it would be precise, but there she is. We can do a little swatch. Oh, this is like straight up orange. Oh, interesting. So that's the color. It's gonna look terrible with this, but it's okay. Let's just put her on for kicks, because it's not that easy to find a powder lip product. I lied, this is actually really easy to control, so that's cool. It feels really, really lightweight, like that's absolutely true. And let me see. We'll give it a few minutes and kind of see how it dries down to a powder. But it's really pretty. It doesn't match this look at all. But I thought it was a fun product, so that's why we used it. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute and we'll see how it feels. Alright you guys, so kind of let this dry down a little bit. I guess it feels kind of like a powder in that it is really light, like it's not sticky or heavy or anything like that. It does transfer a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think it's fun. NYX is a super affordable brand, and if you're curious, they have a decent amount of colors. I just picked this one, I don't really know why, but and I got it on Amazon, of course. But you can buy it in store, obviously. Probably there's even more of a color selection, so yeah. But overall, I really like the way this turned out. What do you guys think? I think the mineral powder really makes a nice base. I don't think it looks powdery at all. I think it looks natural, and I enjoy it. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Do you think it looks powdery or cakey? And if you do, keep it to yourself. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.